A week has passed since the blow of the stone. Two fires burn side by side, not by agreement, but by fear. R killed the chief of the neighboring tribe, and now two groups share one camp. The fire gives them light and warmth, but between them, silence. Every glance is sharp, every movement wary. For a human of that time, fear was not just a feeling. It was a survival mechanism. To be afraid meant to stay alive. But fear is poor fuel. It burns quickly and leaves only ash. R feels it. He steps outside. The frost cuts his breath. The stars hang low, as if watching him. For the first time, he understands that he now answers not only for himself, for everyone.
When there are many people, chance no longer works. Rules are needed, otherwise the tribe will fall apart. R starts with the simple. He divides people into groups. Some guard the fire and keep the warmth. Others watch over the meat and the stores. A third are hunters. A fourth, women and children gathering brushwood and moss. Thus, the division of labor appears for the first time, a step from chaos to structure. This is not power for power's sake, but a way to keep life in order. R sees, if everyone knows what they are responsible for, there are fewer quarrels and less fear. Gradually, fear turns into respect for the one who can hold it all together.
Strength is not muscle, but the ability to make nature serve. R notices that spears often break. The resin that fixes the stone cracks in the cold. He looks for a new way. He recalls how, at night, a thick liquid drips from smoldering birch bark. He and two men try to collect it, heating the bark under clay. From the cracks drips a black, viscous pitch, sticky like blood. This pitch binds stone to shaft so firmly that even a blow against a tree won't break the point. Now one spear can serve for weeks, not days. For ancient people, this is a huge breakthrough. Less time making weapons, more for hunting, rest, protection. Thus, the first technology of durability is born, when a person not only makes, but improves.
Each day, the order grows more complex, and a voice can no longer control it. RO begins to leave signs: a circle, a cross, stripes, arrows. They are drawn with charcoal and ochre on walls and stones, so that everyone knows where the sleeping place is, where the meat is stored, where no noise is allowed. These signs are the first symbols of collective memory. The tribe can now act in concert, even when the leader is not nearby. Humans take a step from personal knowledge to shared knowledge. Thus begins what will later be called culture.
But power is not only strength, it is an image. One day, R notices a young hunter placing a feather in his hair, black, glossy, from a bird of prey. Everyone looks at him differently. R decides such marks will be symbols of valor. Now, anyone who distinguished himself in the hunt or on night watch wears a feather, a tooth, or a bone. These are not ornaments. They are history on the body. These objects become the first words of human status. With them, one can say, I am a provider. I am a protector. I am an elder. Thus, humans first learn to express not only fear and pain, but the meaning they hold for others.
Hunting used to be quiet. One person, one spear, one animal. Now R decides otherwise. Let everyone take part. He divides the hunters into groups to drive game with noise. They strike spears against stones, shout, throw torches, frighten the animals. The deer run where stakes and pits lie hidden beneath the snow. This is the first collective hunt, where success depends not on one's strength, but on everyone's coordination. For survival, this is a huge step forward. One person can die from bad luck, but 20, that is already a system. Thus humans learn to turn chaos into strategy. When rules are broken, order collapses. R sees that one of the young men hid a piece of meat, not from hunger, from greed. He doesn't kill him. He places him at the entrance, without a hide, in the frost. Cold is the most fearsome enemy. It doesn't take quickly, but it teaches forever. After that, no one steals. Thus appears the first form of punishment through correction, not destruction. The fear of death is replaced by the fear of shame and cold, subtler yet effective. Sometimes at night, when the wind calms, someone plays a bone flute, a thin, piercing sound, as if the wind itself breathes through bone. A youth from the tribe of the slain chief plays. R listens and does not interfere. Music has no utility, yet it eases tension. People begin to breathe more evenly. Children fall asleep more peacefully. This is the first manifestation of emotional communication when sound becomes medicine. Music joins those whom force has divided. One day, children bring R a strange stone, smooth, veined. There is nothing like it here. Someone left it on a hillock not far from the camp. He understands. Other tribes live not so far away. They did not come with war, they simply left a trace. Much later, archaeologists will find such stones hundreds of kilometers from their source. It means that even then, people exchanged gifts without meeting face to face. They left flint, shells, or ochre in agreed places. Those who found them left something of their own in return. Thus, the first trade routes arose, before words and roads. R looks at this stone for a long time. He sees in it not a threat, but an opportunity. The world proves larger than his tribe. Two tribes, two fires, one leader. R holds the foreign stone in his hand and feels that strength can go in different directions. He must choose what to do with the power that fire has given. Option A, the path of the Conqueror. R decides to go further. He gathers the best hunters and heads north, where other fires rise beyond the hills. They do not exchange, they take. Each new camp becomes a symbol of victory. He does not simply protect his people, he expands them. Thus, the idea appears that one can live better if others live worse. With this step begins the history of power through fear. Option B, the path of the builder. But R sees something else in the foreign stone, not a threat,
but a sign. He chooses not to go with his spear, but to go with gifts. The tribe begins to catch more animals, dry meat, gather fat. They leave a portion on the stones where they saw foreign tracks. A few days later, new gifts appear there: hides, flint, bone. Thus, the first exchange is born: trust without words. From fear comes cooperation. From strength, connection. The fire no longer burns, it beckons. Thus, civilization begins.
Two fires. One devours, the other warms. Both are born of fear, but only one turns it into life. R does not yet know the words trade, dominion, or peace. But tonight he understood. True strength is not in the hand that holds the spear, but in the one who decides where to lower it.